All right. Oh man, this network is frustrating me. But we'll push on regardless. We'll push on regardless of whatever the network is doing to us today. So I'll say good afternoon to each and every one of you. Sorry. I'll say good afternoon to each and every one of you that join us live. This is the Voice of FX Adventure, and obviously for the guys that join the morning section, you know one thing is for sure. We had an interesting setup in the morning section, which we were opportuned to jump on it. I'm making reference to our Euro USD trade that is currently running. For the guys that joined the morning section, they know exactly what I'm talking about. If you didn't join the morning section, don't worry, we are compiling the videos of all our live streaming today, and I'll be uploading it much later in the late evening. Okay, with that said, we'll touch base on some previous setup we had from yesterday, because when I went into the chat, I figured out there were, in quotes, some awesome things going on some other places. All right. But before we continue, I want to make sure that everybody that is joining us live, we all know the drill. If you're joining us live, you enjoy what we do here, remember to like the video. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And if you have family, friends, well-wishers, people that you think that might benefit from the content we make here, do well to share, use your social media handle, etc., etc. That aside, let's get down to why we are here. Okay, before we continue, I want to bring you guys attention. To this drawing we have here on S&P 500, guys. This is the S&P 500 setup, and this trend line you guys see here was from yesterday's projection, if I put it that way. And I want you to guys to pay attention to what happened here. You know, when I say these things, some people will think I'm just here selling them BS. By BS, I mean bullshit, right? Well, it's unfortunate, or fortunately, we are not selling BS here. What we sell here is actually knowledgeable, factual informations. All right, we don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I only learned and observed, you know, things that is happening in the market. I want you to pay attention to what happened here. What do you see? Right immediately after the breakout, of that trend line, what do you see? Well, to be honest, I don't know why I did not spot this in the morning. If we saw this in the morning, maybe it would have been an interesting trade. But I think the reason why we left S&P 500 in the morning was because, I don't even remember, but I know there was something I saw that made me not to take it. But look at this. Look at that. Very beautiful. And I know some people might think, or anybody that is joining us live that has not been with us for a very long time, might think I came up with this. I did not come up with this. This drawing was from yesterday. If you doubt it, go watch our live streaming video for yesterday. All these things are documented here on FX Adventure. That is why I tell you guys, part of the reason why I do this live streaming every day and I record it is because it even helps me to go back, rewatch some of my live streaming sessions, and I will see my mistakes or things that maybe I missed out or things that I would have done better. The point I'm just trying to make is that we did not come up with this now. This drawing you see here was from yesterday. Look at it there. I don't know if you can see that. If I can zoom in, you will see what I wrote there. What did I write there? We're looking for sell here on UX 500. Though it did not come yesterday, because at the time we wanted that was around here, but you saw that the trend line did not break, only for it to come today around what time? That was 8:30, 8:35 to be exact. That was when the breakout occurred, and you saw what happened after the breakout. Well, that's by the way. We are not here to look at this. I just wanted to reiterate, you know, take you guys back a little bit to show you guys how, if you have a good direction and you have your proper trend line and you draw it the proper way, your chances of having something good increases. All right, let's get back to why we are here. We have a trade on Euro USD, okay, and this is our setup on Euro USD. As you guys already know, for the guys that joined the morning section, we took this setup from the secondary trend line. If you're wondering what the secondary trend line is, just in case if you didn't join the morning section, I explained it, but I will make it simple for each and every one of you that is currently joining live. The secondary trend line here is just a weaker trend line. I'll put it that way. The trend line that has the lesser probability. But the trend line that has the highest probability, that increases our chances of at least getting to the previous day low or at least close to it, is actually the main trend line, or I can call it the primary trend line. Let me call it the primary trend line. Okay, I want to record this because remember I told you guys I keep record of each and every trade I take here on the live streaming section, and I make a video out of it and I still upload it on the channel. So if you think most of the things that I'm telling you here is BS, God help me, I don't want to be proud. I don't want to be proud. Because for the guys that joined the live streaming yesterday, the loss we took yesterday was a sell on S&P 500. For the guys that joined yesterday's live streaming, they will bear me witness. I'm not here lying to you guys. In as much as S&P 500 stopped us out yesterday, you saw what happened today. And it used, well, what is used in playing out the setup today was the primary trend line. We used the secondary trend line yesterday. The secondary trend line did not hold, but you saw what happened immediately. The primary trend line got broken. I came up with that trend line now. Normally, there's nothing like primary or secondary trend line. I came up with that just right about now. I came up with the brand name of primary and secondary trend line just right about now. I want to apologize. My video is very crappy. The network is very, very dirty. And I want to apologize again. If you guys are experiencing some difficulty, joining the live stream, I want to apologize for that. I've already started working on finding an alternative solution to fix this network issue. I'm currently using Airtel. For the guys that that know Airtel. I don't know why I'm actually calling Airtel in my live stream, but that's by the way. I'm not here to spoil anybody's business, but Airtel needs to do better sometimes. But sometimes their network is fast, but they can do better. All right? So, but that's by the way. The point I'm just trying to make is, if you avail yourself and you join this live streaming and you pay attention and maybe you ask questions, right? I think you stand to gain a lot just by making yourself available on FX Adventures live streaming sections. All right? Just by making yourself available, you stand to gain a lot. All right, enough of the chit chat. Let's come up with our speculations, expectations. You guys know how we do it. For the guys that have been joining our live streaming, you know the drills already, right? The drill is we always come up with a speculation. We always come up with expectation. We come up with speculations, and we try to harmonize all our expectations and speculations together in order to come up with a decisive decision on what we are going to do and the kind of decision we are going to make depending on what price throws at us. All right, remember, it's always important to have an open mind. We are not the market makers. We are only here trying to understand what the market makers are making and follow them in that direction. That's all we are doing here. We are not the market makers. We are not institutional traders. We don't have any office or shop in the Wall Street in the United States. I don't have 1 billion or billions of dollars that I will use in moving the market. I don't have that. The little I have is $10, $5, $15, $20. That's what we do here. Because we are just starting anyway. I believe when we grow, we'll get to the thousands, the hundreds of thousands, and maybe one day we'll turn into institution traders, and maybe by that time I will not be in this world. Don't mind me, I'm just joking right now. I'll still be in this world. Or maybe if Elon Musk decides to get Mars working, maybe if I have the money, I can afford it, I'll just go to Mars and leave you people on Earth, I need to be serious. All right. What we do here is for educational purpose. I don't know why I'm just. Wait, let me exhaust my laughter first. Okay. All right. We are ready now. Let's go. I hope I'm not recording all these things. All this Johnson I'm doing here. Okay, I'm not recording this part. All right. So what do we expect on Euro USD this hot afternoon? Well, what we expect is, I like the fact that the market is doing exactly what we want. I like where Euro USD is currently at. I like the kind of setup I'm seeing there. I like the internal structure that is going on there. Okay, I like the fact that we still have some level of another opportunity to get another entry. If you guys remember in the morning section, I told you guys something. In the morning section, the plan was to risk $10, right? We decided to split it into two. We opened up the position at the breakout here. I need to record this. This is an important part so people will learn. I'll go over it again. So in the morning section, if you guys remember, I pointed out that we wanted to trade a total of $10, right? A total of $10 was what we wanted to trade in the morning section, right? And we said, okay, since we want to trade $10, the best way to manage our risk and to gain more out of the market would be to use the batch approach in executing. And what do I mean by the batch approach? What I mean is, when price broke out of our secondary trend line, this arrow, that's the guy there. When trend broke out of it, if you guys remember, I said we'll divide whatever amount we want to use to open that trade into two. In my own case, I wanted to risk $10 to make $20, right? Because I aim for 2 to 1, at least $20 and above. But that's by the way. I said, okay, since we have $10, we'll divide it into two. So immediately after the breakout, our first entry here was $5. So we have $5 remaining for us to still find an opening here and add it. So if you get the point now, I believe you're now with me. Now follow me with your understanding, because we are going somewhere interesting. Now the plan now on this afternoon section, what I told you was in the morning section. Now we are in the afternoon section. For the guys that missed out the morning section, shame on you. But if you're in the afternoon section, kudos, you stand the chance to learn something here. Okay, so in the afternoon section, I'm paying close attention to the internal structure here. Remember, I told you guys I trade time theory, I use trend lines, and I use PD arrays. Now, if you understand these three things, is it three things? Yeah, I think it's three things I made mention. If you understand these three things, you will understand that I am using time based. So I look at each quarter, or I look at time in quarters, right? In 4 quarters, right? So now we are in the Q3 of the day, right? We are in the Q3 of the day, and the Q1 I'm seeing here of the Q3 just completed right about now. It's just completed right about now. So my expectation, let's go over to the expectation. The expectation, the best case scenario that I would love to see here is for price to trade against us. I know you are wondering why now. I know, calm down. Don't be faster than your shadow yet. What I mean by I want price to trade against us is because we want to get more entry, and there is still fair value gap line above that is yet to be tested. Should I show you guys? I'll show you. That breakout you guys saw in the morning section created a fair value gap, and that fair value gap is a virgin fair value gap because it is not yet tested. So the expected outcome, the best case scenario, which would have increased my confidence level from maybe a 50 to a 70% or an 80%, would be if price could drive against us, tap into that gap, then continue the sell-off. Best case scenario. If I get this kind of setup, like I will trade it like my life depends on it. I'll go and borrow money and trade more. I'm just joking now. Nobody should go and borrow money. I'm just joking. I'm just trying to let you guys understand the kind of confidence I would have, right? Okay. That's the scenario number 1, which is the best case scenario. I hope I'm recording this. Yes, I'm recording it. Best case scenario is that one. That's the best case scenario. If there's anything like bestest, I would say that's the bestest scenario. But if that's not the case and the opposite occurs, which I can see that's exactly what's going on. I can see that is exactly what is going on. I'm going to do. If price decides to go down instead of coming up, we will start moving our stop loss to break even, because there's high chances that price might now be sluggish. Price might just go down and start reversing up. Long story short is that it's not part of my strategy. It is outside of my strategy. And if that's the case, I will play the safest card. And the safest card in this situation will be to move our stop loss to break even. That's the safest decision. And you can see that's exactly what's going on. So for me right now, there is no need to overanalyze it. There is no need to yigi haga. There is no need to start hoping. We don't hope here. We deal with facts. All the days I trade with hopes. Woo! If you trade with hope, then the institutional traders, which is the market makers, will hope that they eat your money. If that's the case, they will hope that you put that money, so they will collect it. They will collect it clean mouth. They go chop your money clean mouth. So the point I'm just trying to make is, right about now we see that market is going straight down. Two things are involved. It's either they continue going down without coming up, which is fine by us because that's what we want. But now that they've gone down, if they start reversing back up, it's not good for us, because now, based on time theory, usually Q1 are used to set up the subsequent price action that you see in the next quarters coming. And the ideal approach, or the ideal thing we would have wanted price to do, would be to go against us first. And that against us will act as manipulation, so that we can now get a more continuation in our direction. I know they will be wondering. They will say, what is this guy talking about? Well, God forgive me, I don't want to be proud. I don't want to be proud, because I sense some hidden pride inside of me. Pride inside my body. Small. Not be say he plenty, it's just hidden, very subtle. And God doesn't like people that has pride. So that's why I'm praying. I'm asking God to remove pride from my heart, because it's not by my power actually, because most of these things we'll analyze, we'll feel like say it's our power or by our might. It's not actually. Now God they run am for boys. So the point I'm just trying to make is, right about now, without even making much chit chat, let's go ahead and move our stop loss to break even. If you took this trade with me, just make sure you move your stop loss to break even. And now if you move it to break even, that is one of the most sweetest part of the trading, because now you have a position that is running, and at the same time you stand the risk of not losing anything. One of the best feeling. One of the best feeling ever. One of the best feeling ever. So the only thing we are worried about now is market stopping us out on break even and we're not gaining anything out of it. That's the only worst case scenario. No loss, no nothing. All right. So you see me now, I'm making my own adjustment real quick. That's it there. Stop loss on break even. Alhamdulillah. The only thing we can hope for now is for price to keep on going down. But if they start reversing up, they will stop us out on break even. Fine and good. No need to cry over anything. We'll just take it like that and we'll move on. Alright? So this is it for Euro USD, and that's my own personal opinion based on my own humble experience spending time losing money on the chart, learning on the chart, reading articles, and learning on the go. So that's it on Euro USD. I think we've been able to manage the trade we got from the morning section that spilled over into the afternoon section, which is now that I'm talking to you guys here. So for me, that's fine and good. Another thing I want you guys to watch out is that we managed to break the primary trend line. So the primary trend line now is broken. So the only thing against us now is the fact that the internal quarter, instead of going up like we expected it, went down first. So that's the only thing that is a bit misaligned in what we expect from price. That's the only thing that is misaligned from what we expect from price. Okay? It would have been nice if they traded up first. It would have been very, very nice. I would have loved it more. But it's okay. It's fine. We'll just see how it goes. So this is for Euro USD. Nothing more, nothing less. We've been able to get that in. We've been able to get our stop loss to break even. We'll leave it alone. Now, I want to move your attention to maybe other major pairs we have, and the like of British Pound USD. If you guys remember in the morning section, I said something. I said that British Pound was looking a little bit more bearish compared to the other guys. And I can categorically say that so far, if we measure out the distance covered on all the major pairs, I think British Pound is the guy that has gone down the more. Let's measure it. So now British Pound broke out of this trend line here. That is in the morning, right? If we took that entry, of course our stop loss would be the swing high there. And ideally, I like to go for a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 will keep us around, this one is 1.92. 2-to-1 will keep us around here. You see where 2-to-1 is? Do you see that British Pound USD is almost close to the 2-to-1. It's almost close to the TP. Now, let's measure out what we saw on Euro USD. This is Euro USD. This is 2-to-1. Do you see where Euro USD is? It's not even up to half of it yet. Well, it's almost half now, but yeah. You see the difference? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So it would have been nice if I went for a British Pound USD in the morning, but it's fine. It's fine. There's no need to cry over anything. It's fine. Let's hope that Euro USD will give us what we want eventually. But if that doesn't happen, ba wahala. Okay? I said something about Aussie dollar being the one that is more bullish and is not giving us the kind of sell we want. As you guys can see, Aussie dollar just managed to break its own primary trend line just now, not long ago. Remember, others broke their own in the morning. Now, Aussie dollar is just breaking its own now. And you see where the primary trend line is for Aussie dollar is still way, way below. So that's why I said Aussie dollar for me. In as much as, yeah, all the major pairs move hand in hand, Aussie dollar, nah, not what I would want. Okay, so here is USD Japanese yen. If you guys remember, I told you guys in the morning that USD Japanese yen, I don't know what is wrong with this pair. In the beginning, when you look at it, it looks so nice. It looks so sweet to trade. But look at what it has done since morning. Barely moved anywhere. It's just a sideways movement. So I would say, thank God I did not jump on it in the morning. Thank God I left it alone. As a matter of fact, USD JPY, before I trade you again in this life, you must convince me beyond every reasonable doubt that you are a changed person. USD JPY must convince me that he's a changed person before I ever trade it again in my life. I think I need to stop this record. I don't want the recording to be that long. That's what I say. In Igbo. That is, if we are saying it, we are doing it. In translation. You know? So that's it. That's that about that. S&P 500, like I said in the morning, they are not my best setup today. Let's just look at other places. Maybe we can see something interesting to trade in the morning, sorry, in the afternoon section. All right. Nothing is going on here. Gold. I don't think gold will do much. I think gold is creating new highs, so it's a little bit dicey to trade it. So I'm not so much invested in gold right now. As a matter of fact, anything that is below here, I'm not interested. I think I'm just going to go back to my Euro USD and we'll just manage it together. But I just want to be sure that I have everything here cleared out so that I'm going to open this. I need this guy. Yeah. Nothing exciting is going below all the market below there. Nothing exciting is going there for me. I think we'll just focus on Euro USD. I don't think there is any other exciting thing going on in any other place, at least based on my strategy, based on what I expect anyway. So I know there are people that might look at this and they will see 10,000 opportunities for them to trade, but based on what I look out for, I don't see anything exciting that I would want to trade there anymore. Okay, so that means I will just move back to my Euro USD and we'll see what happens. If they stop us out on break even, we'll call it a day. We'll know that today we did not lose anything, neither did we gain anything. You know, you feel me? But it would have been nice if I jumped on British Pound USD. British Pound USD is way better. Is way better. Look at that. Oh, there's not much difference between where price is now and that TP down there. But if you compare it like I compared it before, you see that Euro USD is still in a very far place compared to where British Pound USD is. But that's by the way though. Alright, so guys, if you have any question, comment, feedback, I am very available to answer that. But right now, if you guys don't have anything, I'm just going to turn on my speaker, listen to some good music while we fold our arms or stay like the Wakanda guys. I don't know, whatever you want to do. And wait for this Euro USD to get to our TP. We'll get a very good TP. We'll call it a day. This year is very interesting. I don't know, but so far, I'm yet to get my first. Okay, no. We had our first loss yesterday. Shit. I would have wanted to keep a clean record, but that's impossible, guys. There is no way you will trade the whole year without having a loss. Even the people who get Forex, the owner of Forex itself, know they get 100% win rate. Central banks, Bank of America, Swiss Bank, European Bank, Central Bank of Nigeria, name them. None of them gets 100% win rate. I put money, may we go check out. None of them gets 100% win rate. Not even them get 100% win rate. So, now me, where they use $15, $10, we can't get 100% win rate. No. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen, guys. And I hope you guys, anybody that is joining us live, I hope you've subscribed. If you've not yet subscribed, shame on you. And if you are watching us and you enjoy the content and you've not liked the video, shame on you. Network familiar jaw now. Familiar jaw. See me, I dey speak Yoruba. I no be Yoruba boy, you not mind me. Trust me, I don't even know the genesis of fibile at the jaw inside. Let this market melt. Let it melt. Let's see if there's any news that might, be a trigger for us. Is there any news? I'm seeing some Euro news here. I don't know how important that news is. That's around 2 o'clock West African time. So I'm going to open Forex Factory here. Let's look at the market calendar and see what's going on. Do we have any high impact news that would help us to push market to our TP? There are no high impact news. No high impact news. No high impact news. No high impact news so far. So, well, I feel bad now because why didn't I go for British Pound USD instead of Euro USD? Why didn't I just go for British Pound USD? Because British Pound USD just touched its own TP now. The ideal TP I normally go for is 2-1, and British Pound just managed to swipe its own TP. Alhamdulillah, I hope waiting reach British Pound USD go reach Euro USD. I hope so. That will reach British Pound USD. I hope it will reach Euro USD. Well, it is what it is. There is no need to have regrets. Although I'm having 1 or 2 regrets though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a human being. Because I saw it, I said it in the morning section. British Pound was looking more bearish compared to others. Why didn't I now go for it since I want to sell? Well, we learn every day. At least the good thing is that our stop loss is on break even, so it's not like we are risking any other thing, right? Our own now is to just fold our arms and hope that the market makers will take us to the promised land. But if they decide otherwise, our own here is to educate ourselves, gather knowledge, learn from maybe the mistakes we will make, learn from the good trades that we took, learn from the bad trades that we made, and get better every day. So, and I can tell you categorically that there is a lot of improvement in my psychology when it comes to this thing that I'm doing, because last year The last year is when I got my breakthrough. I think I said it before. Last year is when I got my breakthrough, but I'm not yet profitable. So what I mean by profitable is I will I would say that I'm profitable when I am able to make a substantial amount of money out of trading. You know what I mean? Substantial amount of money. I mean money that you can spend it and make it again. All right? Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm yet to do that. But this year, I know they tell you what I'm telling you now is not me trying to proclaim good things for myself. I'm telling you based on data, based on facts, based on knowledge, based on God. Don't worry, I don't want to say plenty. I'll see you guys in the middle of the year. We'll look back at the beginning of this year. All right? We'll look back at the beginning of the year, and I believe when we look back, we'll be glad that we made all the decisions we made, all the heartache, all the stop loss, all the pain, all the money lost. When we look back, we'll say, yes, it's good that we made those decisions. It's good that we made those mistakes. It's good that we started this live streaming. It's good that we started FX Adventure. It's good that we have a Discord channel. It's good that we have people investing. It's good that we took this career path. I strongly believe that in my heart. I don't know about you guys. That's why I don't feel shaken or I don't have anxiety. No, I don't. Even when I used to have back-to-back losses, I knew that something in me knew that this trading thing cannot just be random. It cannot just be random. There is some systematical, approach to this. If it's my people, say Kwechiri, immediately I saw it, I say I go Kwechiri for this thing. It's either I die here or I die here. I'm not saying you should have that kind of mindset. If you don't have passion for what you're doing, it's going to be difficult for you to have that mindset. Maybe I just have passion for trading. I just like the fact that I will sit down, speculate something, and it will happen like that. I just like the fact that I will sit down and I will say, this thing won't go up like this thing will do this thing will do this thing, and it will just do it. That thing, I love it. That's actually the feedback I get from it. I don't think I'm necessarily I'm excited about the money, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm more excited in making the prediction and it happening. I am more excited in that rather than the monetary part of it. If it's the monetary part of it, maybe I'll be looking for somebody I'll be copying now, or I'll go and look for a social trading account and maybe follow one expert there and put my money there. But the fact that I will sit down here, look at charts, I derive joy. It gives me energy. Instead of draining energy from me, I get energy from it. So that's why I think this is my calling actually. This mumbo jumbo just too light now, so I don't know, my router battery doesn't last anymore. That one just started like a few days ago. I don't know what happened. So I'm just saying it just in case if the live streaming get cut off, you guys should forgive me. Like I told you guys, I'm already working on finding better ways we can go about, our live streaming. And I asked for feedback. Nobody's giving me feedback. I've been begging you guys to give me feedback on how we can better our experience here. So if anybody has any feedback, if you don't have any feedback, it's fine. But if you have feedback and you are holding it, you are not helping me, you are not helping us, and you are not helping the community here. So if you are part of the community and you feel like there is something, that is bothering you, or something a challenge you are facing in, trying to interact with us or anything at all, If it's the way I talk, is it the way I present myself? Is it the way I present the live streaming? Is it the color of the chart? Is it anything at all that is of a concern to you? Please, please, and please, I say it again, make sure you let us know. All right. Okay, with that said, guys, let me see how many people are joining me in the live stream. Let me see. If we have more than 3 people, I will stay here. But if we don't have more than 3 people, we might close the live stream. Okay, I have. Oh, immediately I said 3 people. Immediately, 3 people are currently joining live. Okay, we'll stay here. Since there is 3 people here, we'll stay here. But if we are less than 3 people, then maybe we might call it a day. Then I'll be moving all the information to the Discord. So if you're here, you are not in the Discord, you are missing a lot, because the information on the Discord is way better than the information you will get here. So what do I mean? The only information you will get here is the information that whenever we come live stream, right? But on the Discord channel, there is now much more information going on around there. So it's totally free. You don't have to pay for any goddamn thing. It's totally free. So if you want to join the Discord, let me know in the chat section and I'll send you the link for you to join. All right? Okay. Now, that thing I told you guys about price coming down and trying to go up is about happening. And if that happens, market will stop us out on break even, obviously, right? So we don't want them to start reversing now. The only thing that I would want to see now will be for them to continue going down without going up. Just go down. Or if they start going up, fine and good. I think we've already secured ourselves by moving stop loss to break even. And I believe each and every one of you that took this trade with me has already done that. If you've not done that, I'm saying it again, make sure you move your stop loss to break even at this point, because of the fact that the internal structure is kind of a bit misaligned with what we want. With that said, if you're not on the Discord channel, I say it again, let me know. I send you the link to join. For now, we just have to fold our arms and see what's going to happen. But I think today's price action has been a good one. Although it would have been better if we took the sell on British Pound USD. It would have been way better, because look at this. Just look at this. Way better. Assuming we took it here on British Pound USD, by now we would have taken our profit and we'll be doing something else. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we can't cry over that. So yes, I'll be updating you guys on the Discord channel. I think I want to record this part. Let me record this part of the live streaming, because like I told you guys, this live streaming, I'm getting clips out of it. So I'll make another video, a more concise video of what happened on the live stream, and I'll still upload it on the channel. So if you are not able to meet up with the live streaming, I believe you would meet up with the summary video that I'll be dropping on this channel, FX Adventure, right? So let's go over it one more time. Okay, so like I said, it would have been nice if we took the sell entry on British Pound USD. Would have been the best thing to do. But unfortunately for us, we took the sell setup on Euro USD, and you can see, if you look at the performance of both of them, you will see that Euro USD did not get anywhere close to our TP, and that's why we are not taking any profit from it. The only thing we did was move our stop loss to break even, which is like the best option we had on the table, or the best option we have on the table, and that's why we made that decision. All right, so with that said, if market goes against us now, it's fine. We are not going to lose anything, but at the same time we are not going to gain anything. But with that said, if price doesn't go against us and continues going down, of course it will get to our TP, and of course we will be happy because we made money out of it, right? So for me, all I can say is there is no need for us spending much time here again. I think I've pointed out our expectations, and as you guys can see, the same expectation I pointed out is still what is playing out. I told you guys, assuming they took out the high of the Q1 of the Q3 of the day, that would be the best setup for us, but they went to swipe the down first. And I told you guys, since they swipe down first, there's high chances that this market might be prepping itself for a reversal, and that is exactly what we are experiencing now. But nothing is lost yet, because price is yet to come close to our entry point. But peradventure that's the case, we have already adjusted our stop loss to break even, which means we are not going to lose anything if price does that. We pray and hope to God that price doesn't do that. Okay? On the other hand, if there is any other subsequent information or update based on this entry, on this trade we are currently holding, I'll most likely be reaching out to you guys on the Discord channel. And why I'm saying this is because if you're not in the Discord channel, please notify through the comment section or through the chat, and I'll send you the link to the Discord channel. It is totally free. All you need to do is go to the comment section and type "I want join." For the guys that understand Pidgin, type "I want join." If you don't understand Pidgin, just type "join." If I see join, I'll be replying to your comments, chat, whatever, with the link to join the Discord. It is what? Totally free. You are not paying a dime. But for the guys that will see my live streaming and they will look at me and they will say, "Who is this carton man?"